animals when it comes to intelligence. And if I become um, like an eagle for a day, I would just fly around and explore every single word, every part of the countries, because this is also what I like. Like I wanted to travel and to visit around, and I will just think if I became a bird or if I became an eagle, I will I will have experience to travel around the world, and which is I think it's hard for me like a person's right now, because if you're a person you need to have a lot of money, but if you're a bird you can just fly around. So that's just my answer. What about you, Julia?
Mm, I I don't think I have a specific kind of animal that I would like to be, but I would like to be a kind of bird, just because I would like to fly around and see different things really fast, because it's way faster to travel flying than travel walking. So I think that would definitely be interesting. And if I could like think like a different kind of animal, I think I would like to know what dolphins think, because they are considered some of the most intelligent kind of animals. So I would I think it would be interesting to think and like a dolphin and to know what they're thinking. That must definitely be interesting.
Thank you. Next, Japa.
Oh, my name is Ice.
What about question number 8? Oh, hello.
Yes.
We have another.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
We discussed hello. What's your name? I am a bit
Jidapa, I
confused.
guess. Jidapa.
Jidapa. Okay. Where are
What's
you
your
from?
answer?
I'm from Thailand.
From what?
Can you repeat, please? I can't hear you.
Okay. If I could become animal for a day, I would choose to a bird. It would be amazing to fly freely and see the world from above. Yes.
Nice. Where are you from? Jidapa.
I'm from Thailand.
Thailand.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you want to choose the? Okay. So I choose. Okay. I'm thinking about question number 8. What's your favorite way to connect with nature and the outdoors? Does anybody want to answer first, or
You can
I can answer first?
Yeah, you can answer the one you choose.
Okay. I think the most interesting way to connect with nature is going outside. So I normally go to the beach near my city, near my house. I think it's an interesting way. And also there's a bunch of parks around my house. So I like to go and just walk with my dog and just see nature in general. But I know there's other ways to connect with nature that are more kind of difficult, like hiking. People here tend to hike, and because I live really close to a bunch of beaches, there's a lot of people who like to go to just surfing in the beach. So there's a bunch of different ways, but what I normally do is walk outside in the park and go to the beach.
Thank you. So in my case, since in my place, water or just sea are very far. It's very far in my place, and we don't. We need to travel more kilometers for us to go to the beach or to have a sea. So right now, what we have to connect to connect something, or what we do to connect with to connect with nature is just some trees. Um, yeah, trees, and this is also refreshing for me because the the breeze of the air, especially when uh, the weather is cool. But since I'm living in the city, it's quite possible for me to connect with nature of that, and that's why it's very toxic when you live in city, when there are few where there are few trees only, you know, and yeah. But sometimes to to fully connect with the nature, we have to we need sometimes to stay away from our mobile phones, because sometimes when we go to some places where we wanted to relax, we still have uh, the best feelings of nature. That's all. What about you, Jidapa? Question 8.
It's me. My favorite way to contact with nature is by taking it. Allow me to appreciate through the beauty of the outdoor, clears my mind, and experience the tranquility of natural surroundings.
Thank you. So you can choose now what question. What do you like to, or if you don't have, I'm gonna choose. So, mhm.
And
Question number 4. Let's try to discuss what current trend do you find troubling, and why? Current trend. Do you want to answer, Julia, first? What do you think? Number 4.
I don't think it's correlating, but I remember a type of trend here where people put cinnamon, the ingredients in their mouth, and try to hold it for like a minute. And there was a case in Brazil where a girl put that in her mouth, and she was allergic to that, and she didn't know. So she went to the hospital, and it was really a serious condition for her. So it's kind of dangerous to do those kind of trends, I know. And I remember like really late, I think it was 2016, I guess. There was a trend that people put a bunch of ice and just put them in their head, and some people get cold and get sick because of that. So I think those trends that kind of go extreme in the way, like they're kind of extreme to your body, it's kind of troubling. That's what I think.
Yeah, we call that here ice bucket challenges because I've seen a lot of that in other people. But in my you're done. So in my case, there is a trend or a traditions in my country, only in exclusive in my country, that it was like 2 months ago. So every September, no, every August, if I'm correct, every August of the month here, there's a traditions, and it's also become trends in the social media here, exclusive in my country, about when the day that when they celebrate these traditions or these trends. In this particular particular city, people are just trying to throw waters to each other. Like they're just splashing water to their neighbors or to anyone who just pass through to this place. But it becomes trouble, like it's troubling, and it becomes a chaos because those who are civilians, those who are just driving like some private or public car when they use public transportations, they became also wet, and because they are just getting wet and also getting splashed by the waters. And even it's very bad because some of them are just going to school, they have work, but they don't have any choice but to get involved, and it becomes and this trend becomes trending in our social media here. And also some people really get mad to those person who just doing it. They just This tradition is also just they trying to mock these traditions because they just doing something bad, which is beyond what they must do in this tradition. Imagine if you are going to go somewhere, like if you have a job and if you have a very important documents or papers, and it will get you know hit by water, you will get mad with them anyway. But yeah, that's right now. That's in my case. The other one.
Yeah,
Huh?
you make me remember there is another tradition here in Brazil, especially in the north side of Brazil, which is a huge party called São João. And in this party, we put like fires in specific places because it's a religious tradition. So it was like a Catholic tradition to let them know that Jesus was alive. So there's a whole tradition because of that. But because we put fires in specific places, people with asthma suffer during this time because the air is just a completely mess. And it's also a kind of tradition to put fireflies everywhere. So the dogs suffer because of that. It's not necessary currently, but it's a tradition that affects a lot of people and some animals as well. So yeah, I think we, like, as a society, we could just think of different ways to not lose the original tradition, but kind of adapt it. Like we could just put lanterns or not necessarily fireflies. You just put some lanterns in some places to continue with the tradition, but just evolve it.
Yeah, that's great. What about the third one? Jidapa. What about Jidapa? It's your turn.
And encouraging and avoid trending is the aggressive use for social media. It can learn through street and unhealthy conversations and temporarily affecting mental health in the long run.
You're done. So, Julia, it's your turn. You can choose, or Jidapa, you can choose what questions next.